Congratulations, you've won the American visa lottery. But before you start packing your bags and start telling everybody that you are going to America, wait, let me tell you this. Because you've won a DV lottery doesn't guarantee you a visa to America. There are certain hidden rules and mistakes a lot of people normally do each and every year that get their DV lottery application denied. It's very painful for you to win a DV lottery and at the end of the day, your US visa application be denied. But don't worry at all, that is never your portion. That is why some of us are here to make this kind of videos for you not to fall victims. Let's get straight into business. The first point is inaccurate information on your DV entry. And when I say inaccurate information, what I simply mean is that when you were doing your DV application, or whoever did the application for you did a wrong date of birth. You entered a different name, not your real name. That could be a red flag. You said you were married, but you were not married. That could be a red flag. Or you are married, but it didn't include you were married. Some of these things you might think, it's nothing, but that could be a red flag. So for instance, you were not married or you are married, and during the application you didn't add that you are married. If you added that you were married, they will ask you the name of your wife, her picture, and other information about her. My advice to you is that if by the grace of the Most High you win the DV lottery, of which the results will be coming out on the 4th of May 2025, during the application, when you are applying for the visa, what you should do is that yes, you are married, but you didn't add in the application that you were married. Go ahead and write the same thing you did during the entry time. If you go and add that, oh, I was married but I forgot, they are going to deny you the visa. So since you say you are not married, add that you are not married and have your peace. At least you've used one stone to kill one bird. Else, at the end of the day, if you try to put your wife and children and all of them there, even though you didn't add them during the application, they are going to refuse you the visa. It's better that you go, then later you find ways and means to come for them, than telling them that, oh, I was married but I forgot during the application. They are not there to listen to stories. I hope you follow. Traveling is acting, and you need to act very well. Like your favorite actor, he was crying. Some of you even watch movies and you cry, but you've forgotten that they are movies. You get my point? So you need to act very well to the extent that the visa officer believe you beyond doubt. You're a woman, you did the application, you have children, you didn't add the children during the application, you didn't add your husband. If you've won, hallelujah. The same way you applied, go and apply like that and go. But if you want to go with your children and the whole family, I'm not a visa officer, but I can guarantee you that your visa will be denied. I rest my case. Point number 2, submitting multiple entries. So you thought that you were smart enough. So what you did was you applied like 3 times or 2 times. The thing is meant for one. Everybody is supposed to apply for only one. You went and applied 2 times, 3 times, 4 times to increase your chances. It doesn't happen that way. If you applied multiple times, that's another way I can also guarantee you that your visa application is going to be denied. Because even though on the website, they didn't tell you that, oh, don't do multiple entry. But when you went there, one person at a time, it's meant for go and apply one, have your code, and go and sit down and let the next person come and apply. Only you want to apply 3 or 4 times. That's a red flag. You might win and you are jubilating. But when you get there, they know that, listen, this young man applied multiple times and we will deny him. So if you know you applied multiple times and you won, then pray hard to the Most High. Maybe a miracle could happen and you could beat their system and they won't see that you apply multiple times. Point number 3 is missing or fake education or work documents. Now, one of the requirements of the diversity visa lottery, which is the American lottery, is that you must have a high school diploma, what in our settings or in Africa, or better again, West Africa, we call it SHS or high school. At least you should go to school up to that level. That's one of the requirements if you win. Perhaps as for you, you didn't go to high school, but you had a 2 years working experience with a certificate to back it up. There are another crop of people on the other side who didn't go to high school. Fine. If you didn't go to high school, it doesn't mean that your visa application will be denied. So even though you didn't go to high school, at least you should have a 2 years qualified working experience. Now, it shouldn't be only the working experience alone. It should be something acceptable. They have, if you go to their website, you will see jobs. Maybe if you are a chef, those kind of jobs are in high demand. If you're a tailor, if you are a seamstress, if you are a mechanic, if you're an electrician, if you have a 2 years qualified working experience, so you should have a certificate backing it up. In our settings or in Ghana, we call it NVTI certificate. So you should have something like that or its equivalent, something related to it. And if you're a university graduate, you should have your certificate, your high school certificate, and all of them to prove them. But here's the thing, a lot of people might try to fake it or send fake documents and all of that. These people most often have a way of verifying these documents. Make sure you don't do a mistake to send fake documents. If possible, evaluate your documentation with words. Point number 4 is criminal records. I think that one explains itself. So if you know you have any criminal record, do well to clear yourself. Already they are suffering with crime issues in their country and they don't want you to also bring your problem. Make sure you are clear from any criminal records, because at the end of the day, you will need to submit your police clearance. The 5th point is unpaid US immigration fines or deportation orders. In simple terms, that's what I mean. Deportation orders. So perhaps maybe you're in the US, you're in some other country, or you're in your home country and you've already been deported, or you are in the process to get deported. You won't be given the visa. I won't go deep into that one because I know, as for my subscribers, none of you are going to get deported or be on the deportation list of the United States. Number 6 is incomplete application or falsehood during your application. When you are filling your application, make sure you are accurate. Go ahead and check whatever you are putting in that application. There are a lot of people on the queue trying to get this green card. So with the little mistake you do, these people are going to deny you. If you are the one handling your application, make sure you look at it very well. If it is somebody else helping you to do it, make sure the person is doing the right thing, or it's somebody you can actually trust. And now, as of April, US has brought 3 new major changes. You can go and check it out. We're making a video about it, so do well to stick through. Make sure that whatever is going on in that application is accurate, no falsehood. And when I say no falsehood, basically what I'm trying to tell you is that whatever you are putting in that application, in case the consulate at Kentucky, when I say the consulate at Kentucky, what I mean is when you put in your application, after you've won and you put in your application, that is where it goes to. So you get, that's just by the way. Everything that goes inside, when they call you to come or they call you to clarify something, you should be able to clarify anything or give them document backing whatever you are saying. If you say you are married, make sure you have your marriage certificate, include everything, court attestation letter, pictures, everything. Make sure you have everything in there. Don't go and omit certain things. You said you have 3 children, you added only 2, or you added all the 3, you didn't add their date of birth. That's a mistake. They can stand on that to deny you a visa. These people, there are a lot of people on them already. With a little an iota of mistake, they wipe you out of the road and put somebody there. And I know it is very painful to win a DV lottery and at the end of the day, they still not give you a visa to enter the US to go get your green card. It will be very pathetic. The seventh point is failing your medical examination. Certain people might not have any critical medical condition, but just little things could make them deny you. For instance, you are somebody who have hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is not a sickness that will make you inadmissible into the US. But make sure the checks up you've been doing, go to the doctor, let the doctor give you a review of your status or your situation. Because there are people who have hepatitis B, it is in their system, it is doing nothing to them. There are certain people, they are on medication. Everybody in their case. Make sure you have these results and add it to your application. Notify wherever you are going to do your this, notify them and add it in your application. Another thing too is yellow card, COVID vaccination. These simple things and some others, these simple things are things that they could stand on it to deny you. If you don't take your vaccine and you think, oh, I will not take any yellow fever or those things, they could stand on it and deny you. Even just malaria. Because sometimes some of these just a yellow fever like this, you as a black man, your body is strong. It can be in you and nothing will happen to you. But if you travel there to their country and that same sickness, catch, or is transmitted to somebody else in the country, maybe for them, their immune system is not strong like you or we, the Africans, and it is something they are fighting so strong to wipe it away from their system. And if you send it there, trouble. Do well to get your COVID vaccination and all. I know a lot of people haven't, vaccinated, but when, inshallah, by the grace of the Most High, when you win, make sure you get your COVID vaccination, yellow fever, and the others. You get my why? Or even if you're having any health condition, heart problems, kidney, liver, those things, make sure you go and review, let your doctor give you a letter and anything in respect of your situation before you proceed. Else they could stand on those grounds and deny you. The 8th point is marrying after winning. We are in Africa and there are certain people after they've won, they will be like, oh, I'm married. And they would like to use somebody, oh, I'm married, so I'm married to this person. As I said, traveling is acting. You need to act very well. You can even be really married. You can be married, show proofs. Our advice, even if you are sending a marriage certificate, go with it with evidence. And the marriage certificate, don't just go and get any marriage certificate from the street. Make sure you have a marriage certificate with an attestation letter from the court and have pictures of the your wife family or your or your husband's family signing, indicating, show family pictures during your wedding, when you were doing, you may kiss your bride, all those things. Show them in the application. Show evidence beyond doubt that indeed you are married. There are certain evidence like joint property ownerships. All these documents, you could add them. Joint house owner, joint land ownerships. You could add all these things, show that indeed you are really married. You get my point? But if you want to be like the other guy I know from the other side, he's not married, but he's saying that he's married, and you don't act well, my brother, real denial. Number 9 is missing your interview appointment. So they gave you appointment date. You slept and you woke up the time you want, the time you feel like, and you went. My brother, the moment you miss it, my sister, forget about it. They will wipe you out and put somebody there. A lot of people win every year, and little mistakes like some of these things You can't miss an appointment date and come and beg them that there was traffic, there was this, that's why I couldn't come. No, they are going to refuse you the visa. Another thing is sometimes there'll be too much delay. Maybe your country, your home country, or wherever you are at that time, there are backlogs. You are not getting appointment dates. Look sharp, travel to a different country for the appointment. You are the one booking your appointment. Book it to a different country and go to the interview there. Go and get your visa. Go to America and go and live that American dream you've been dreaming about. No, darling. If your country or your home country, you are not getting appointment dates, go to a different country. South Africa is there. Lesotho is there. Different countries, Singapore is there. Different countries are there that you could go. You have, the francophone countries. Look sharp. Don't sit down and delay things. This normally happens to even the students who want to go to school. Sometimes they have to travel to different countries for interviews. Take note of that. No, darling. Not meeting public charge rules. Not meeting public charge rules. When I say public charge, I don't mean any police is coming to charge you. It simply means that, for instance, you are going to the US, you should know somebody there for the DV lottery. That's how it is. Even if you don't have a bank statement, yes, if you have a bank statement, they will accept it. Cool. But you should have somebody there that is willing to host you, and the person is willing to back you up to show that, oh, I have this place, I stay, show you his house and accommodation and all of that. So make sure when you win the DV lottery, try to link up with somebody to get you or help you with his documentation, his house address, and all of them. Write a letter to back it up to show that, yes, I will accept this person in my home, feed this person, and all of that. So you see how important bank statement is. Yes, that's why I keep talking about bank statement. Another thing is, yes, a lot of you might know a lot of people in the US, but you can't say it with your mouth. Make sure you add it in your application. If you don't add it in your application and you go and stand there during the interview and they ask you, who are you going to stay with in the US? And so I know somebody, my brother. You didn't add it in your application. Make sure you fill everything very well accurately, as I was saying. My next point is overage children. When you win the lottery and your son or daughter is more than the age of 21 years, or during the application you add such children in your application, that is going to be a red flag. When you win and you have children, or during the application, you are not supposed to add them. And even if their child is less than 21 years but married, listen carefully. When the person is less than 21 years, maybe 19 years, 18 years, at that age, 17 years, and the person is already married, the person is not qualified. You get my point? The person is not qualified. And when the person is more than 20 years, the person is not qualified. Take note of this and don't go and add your grandchildren to it. Number 12 is submitting an expired document. And what document am I talking about? Your passport. If you know your passport is expired, go and renew it. I won't talk much about that one. Let's move to the next point, which is number 13. Point number 13 is previous US immigration violation. So, previously you applied for US visa, you submitted a fake bank statement, or you did something, you lied, and they banned you. You can't travel, even if you've won. Because the moment you get there, they have your fingerprints, they have your details. They will know that, oh, the gentleman we banned is here again. He is trying to trick us. They will welcome you. Hello, gentleman. Those of you who have gone for an interview, you know how the ladies are, especially the women. You're welcome. How are you doing? I'm good. They will be smiling. He looks on the computer, he looks into your face. Before you get there, he even know already. They tell, oh, we are sorry, you received a ban, blah, blah, blah. you're gone. So if you know you've received a band, don't even waste your money to travel and no, don't waste your time to apply and pay for visa fees. You don't pick money from trees. Just relax and sleep. You get my point. The 14th point is security related issues. You're not going to be a security man in the US. I'm not talking about that. When I say security related issues, it simply means that you look like a threat to the US. You're a threat to the US. For instance, number one, maybe you're bipolar. You've, fought with somebody or something before and something happened. You are inadmissible because you are scared that when you get to the US, you're going to do the same. But that is on the lighter note. The bigger note is maybe you yourself in your country, you've been involved in some fight and, all of that, those kind of things. They will not allow you to enter into their country, or you've spoken against their government. One of the new US immigration rules that came in just this April was talking about your social media handles. They are going to check your social media handles. So you went on social media, you insulted the president of the United States, you insulted Trump, you insulted Obama, and you go on your social media, you forgotten some of these things you forgotten long ago. They have a system where they can scan and check very well what you do on social media. And when they find out that you're a security threat to their country, they won't allow you to enter. Maybe you have some relation, maybe you and they suspect somebody, maybe there are certain people in their passport, they've been going to Iraq, or Russia. I'm not saying that could be a red flag, but it brings suspicions. Why is that you've been to Russia? They will investigate you more because some of these countries are their enemies. Enemies. I hope you get my point. So make sure that your Facebook, you insulted somebody, you did that. You even tried to know, China will win the war, China will win the tariff. You're against the US. You are indirectly their enemy. They will give you a punch of denials. Check that. Yeah. My last point, which is the 15th point, is late submission of documents. So for you, the result was open and you decided to sleep on it. You didn't go ahead. They sent you an email. You forgot your email, where you kept your email. You didn't go and check. And you are late. It is gone. By the time you submit, they've cleared all those people. This year, people that will be traveling is the DV Lottery 2025. The one that we did last year, those applications is the Diversity Visa Lottery 2026. So even if you win this year, you'll be traveling next year, even maybe around December. Because as you get there, you're going to get your green card. So there's a lot of paperwork that is going to be done in respect of it. And this application goes to the consular in Turkey, in the US. That's a state in the US. That's where the application, the DS260, goes to. That's the form that you're going to fill. That is where it goes to. Make sure that when you win, check your email. Check your email. Make sure you don't misplace the email login. US embassy or consular or whoever, they are never going to give you a call. If somebody call you, it's a scam. If anything, any information, any update is going to come through your email. That's where they'll send you whatever for you to fill and print it out. Everything is going to come on your email. Make sure you check your email 24/7. If by the grace of the Most High you win, and I know you will win. So hallelujah. Amen. Before I go, make sure you check the results. There's no way they are going to send you an email if you don't check for your results, whether you've won or not. So make sure you check. You can win, but if you don't check, you will not receive that email. You get my point? Make sure you check if you've won. before, if you've indeed won, they will send you an email for you to now follow up and fill in whatever thing they are asking you to fill in. And to those of you who have misplaced your code, don't worry, I'll be making a video about it in respect of how to retrieve your code and verify if you've won or not. It's just less than 1 month ahead of us. I'll make a video for you to be able to verify. So do what to stick with me. I normally forget to tell you guys to subscribe. So make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave us a like and a comment. Anyway, which way, this is the Jakut Junction, where immigration or travel is simplified in simplicity for you to have a vivid understanding of whatever we are talking about. Thank you for watching. As usual, my name is Jakut and I'm out.